Hi there, it's been about 18 months since I last did a video and I just wanted to share some news with you. We've had to give up our allotment, unfortunately. I went back to work full time and it just wasn't manageable anymore. So the videos that I did on the allotment, they were more in 2017. I did do some more, but I wasn't really happy with them. And then it just got so busy at the allotment with so much to do that I didn't really have time to video and things. So we had the allotment for 2 full years, and the second year I was working the whole time full time, so only really being able to get down there at weekends. And it just wasn't great. Obviously the more that you put into your allotment or you grow in, the more that you get out. So it just wasn't really worth it, and I didn't want to let it go to wreck and ruin. I just cared about it too much, so we gave it up in the end. But the good news is I have actually got a bit of a garden here. It's not massive, it's probably about an eighth of the size of the allotment, if that. And I've just started to build some raised beds with the idea of growing some vegetables in this area. So I'll show you around. See if I can flip this. The sun's shining really brightly today, so I can't actually see what I'm doing. So here we go. This is a raised bed that I've made out of some old decking. I'll go over here so you can see it better. Oops. So yeah, you can see that nice long raised bed there. And the idea is to have another raised bed here. So the garden tapers up quite naturally. The first thing that I did, which was really over the autumn and a bit of the winter, was I made this concrete bed from some breeze blocks that I got given. And this is the herb area, so the herb patch. And I'm going to clad it, so I've started to clad it with some old decking that you can see there. So we had loads of decking from a nice area that we had, but we've had a garage built instead. So this is all the leftover decking that we've got, and is what I'm going to make the raised beds with. Oh, what have you got there, Violet?
I got my plant what I made at rainbows.
What is it? What is the plant?
It's a flower what I don't remember.
I think it might be a daffodil.
Yeah, it might be a daffodil.
Cool, we'll leave it there because it's pot. If you drop it, it might break. So in the raised bed, I don't know if you can see, I'll be able to tell later on, but I've lined the whole bed with this damp proof course. It's quite thick and I think it's going to last really well. Obviously the decking's already been used, so it's not brand new, and I didn't want it to rot really quickly, so it's hopefully going to protect it from rotting. And then I've put the remaining breeze blocks that I didn't use for the herb bed, because I can't think of anything else to use them for, and a load of rubble from when we had the garage built, and the concrete underneath it needed to come up, and I've just put that on the bottom. I'm hoping that it's going to improve the drainage in the first instance, but also bulk up the bed a bit so I don't have to spend as much on compost. So what else can I show you? We've always made sure we've made compost, so I'll show you some lovely compost that we've got in here. This is just an old bin that the wheels broke on it, so I rescued it and put some holes in it like this, and then I just did the layered method of making compost, so putting in some leaves, some thin sticks, and then putting food in, and some soil on top, so cuttings. When I say food, more cuttings, vegetable cuttings and peelings and things like that, and it's made this lovely soil, lovely compost. That'll go in the bed as well, but I probably want to put that towards the top so that the plants get the full benefit of it. So there's not an awful lot to see at the minute. We've got a lot of work to do. I want to do a path here, and then there'll be another path here and the bed there, which I'll get on with over the next couple of weeks and then start planting up. So hopefully see you again in another couple of weeks.